I'm a mortgage lender now, but I used to be a real estate agent here in Decatur. And when you're a real estate agent, you meet a lot of interesting people, mostly normal, some not so normal. You have a lot of trips to different kinds of houses. You see a lot of interesting houses, and you have a lot of interesting conversations with interesting people. And a very interesting conversation I had one time with a person I was showing a home to had to do with this house that I had listed in a small town outside of Decatur. And I'd shown this gentleman this house a couple times. He was the neighbor to that house, actually. And he said he had interest in buying it for his daughter, who was going to be moving into town. As he was getting older, she was going to move into town to be closer to her dad to take care of him as he got older, and he wanted to buy the house for her so that she would have a nice place to stay. Very common situation. And we'd seen the house 2 or 3 different times. He'd gone through all of the things he'd intended to do to the house were he to buy it. He started measuring things, talking about rearranging. We practically had ink to paper, and during a conversation in the yard before he and I both left the property, he said to me, "This house has everything I need. Has everything my daughter's going to need. It's going to be perfect for her. It's going to make life a lot better for her. It's going to make life a lot better for me." And he turned to me real seriously and looked me in the eye and said, "You see, my friend, things are about to get a lot better for all of us." And I perked up. That's an interesting statement that you hear. And so I said, "Oh, how so?" And he said, "Well, you see, my friend, there's a planet just on the other side of the sun. This planet is exactly like ours, and it's about to pass by the planet Earth. And when it does, all of the bad people who are here on this Earth, who don't know about that planet, are going to be transported to that planet. They won't even know that they left. And all of the good people who are still here on this Earth, they're going to become extremely wealthy. They're going to have everything that they ever needed. Life is going to become perfect for them after that other planet passes by. So those of us who've been left behind will live a greater life than we could ever have imagined. And those of them who've been transported to that other planet won't even know anything has changed." It was at that point I realized I was not going to sell that house to that man. In fact, I never saw him again, and life never changed for me